From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got him downfield. There he goes. At the 20. Touchdown Ducks. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That drive, a great example of just how potent this offense can be. 2 plays, 80 yards, give them the touchdown. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. On the ground, it's Flanagan. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Off the play fake. Got his man in the middle. Oh, he's got some space. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Turns it on in midfield. He's loose. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
And the Gamecocks are on the move. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Gamecocks!
Really nice job that time by the quarterback, getting that passing touchdown. You know that's going to really help the confidence of not just him, but his play caller and teammates as well, knowing, hey, we can have success in this game airing it out.
And he puts through the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They give it to him again. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Ducks get a fresh set of downs with a fast, hard finish on that play.
Fast is the word. As long as I can remember watching Oregon football, it's always guys that can get the football, get downhill, get back in the line of scrimmage, run the next play really fast, but it always starts with the ground game.
Leaves it with the back. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. Boy, he looked as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Got room to work. Breaks into the open. They stop him at the 22. 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone. The Ducks pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Let's go. Okay, ready.
Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Fires and picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on 3rd down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready. Had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
The give to the back. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to pass. It's Vaughn. Makes the grab. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
My old coach said to never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Austin. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Makes the catch around the 50. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Quarterback making adjustments. Second down, he'll throw it. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
And the Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. They'll go to the ground. There he goes. Gets away from one. Finds some space. The 40. Running inside the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, South Carolina.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. They'll try the run. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The play action fake. Buys a little time. He gambles and throws one all the way back to the left. Fires into a world of traffic, and it's picked off. And they'll get him down after a solid return. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense.
Behind the change now on 2nd and long. They'll leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Unleashes one. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket, and good perimeter defense. He rolls to the right. Everybody's still covering their guys, moving across the field with the QB, nowhere to go with the football.
Looking to throw on 3rd. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Secures it at the 30. Returns like that allow you... Settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and shuffling, and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but, hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. Running back searching for a hole. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. Off the RPO, complete. There he goes down the right side. Touchdown, Gamecocks. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. Clemson is down right now, but I'm not convinced this team doesn't have a C.J. Spiller-like big play in them. Any change in momentum, and this is a brand new game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Florida State. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
That's a really nice looking throw. And when I think about the Ducks offense, I think about explosive plays, right? In the running game, but also in the passing game. I feel like if this team is going to...
Turning it on! Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
The Ducks just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Pulls and throws off the RPO. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
Might be calling a hot route. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He just wisely got rid of that when the worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Right on the money. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They drag him down, but not before they get the turnover and a terrific return on the fumble.
Man, that's a big mistake. And listen, I'm still going to force feed my playmakers. If I'm that quarterback, I'm that OC, I'm walking. That guy be like, listen, it's okay. It's a little bit of a mistake. We're still going to find ways to get you the rock. You're too important to this team not to give you the football.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Back to throw, it's Vaughn. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Austin. The RPO, it's complete. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Intercepted, a first half can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Power football with the run.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Catch in the middle, it's Hussein. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. First and goal.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback now breaking the field. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions, now setting up third down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to blitz, or do they stay back, play zone, and try to break on the ball?
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. Looking for the goal line. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This is a really big play for both teams. 4th and goal from the 2. He might want another play. Looking to throw. Touchdown, Oregon! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Vaughn. Oh, they're after him. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Making side adjustments here. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Here comes the heat. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And the try is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They believe they can run right here. And the run goes nowhere, and that'll send us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
The Gamecocks, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll give it to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Back to throw, it's Vaughn. Snagged out of the air. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Wants to go up top on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Kendricks. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
The give to the tailback. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Looking to throw, it's Vaughn. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
They'll run it. It's Cooper. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Gets it out quickly. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Looking to throw for it. They're setting up the screen. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they take it in for 6 more points. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Clemson has just had no answer to the onslaught they've faced so far today. Almost feels like instead of touching Howard's Rock, that sucker was dropped on top of them. They're trailing by 24 to Florida State. It wouldn't be the ACC. if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the... Oh, he's got some space. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Handoff to the single running back. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
And the Ducks come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Quick release on the RPO. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. No huddle here for the offense. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Ducks keeping this defense off balance. They can hit them from a variety of angles, this time going up top.
So many things to look at. You know, they've always traditionally gone fast as well in the past at Oregon, but, you know, the quarterback run and the run up the middle and then play-action pass, they keep you guessing a lot, and they make a lot of plays down the field because your eyes are focused on something they should.
Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24 in this defense. Its head is spinning.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Looking to throw on first down. The throw. Snagged in the middle. It's McKenzie. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Ducks headed quickly to the line. Quarterback making checks. Now from inside the red zone. Got it in the middle. It's Hussein. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! Getting set for the point after. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Handoff to the lone back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Unloads quickly. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another playoff here in the third. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll move the wide receiver. Leaves it with the back.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Here's the handoff. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run.
He's got an open man. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a first down.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
And the Gamecocks are rolling down the field. To the air, it's Vaughn. Quickly complete. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
Well, this guy has had a day to remember, putting up outstanding numbers in this one, and he is still piling on in the 4th quarter, breaking off some beautiful runs. This defense has not had an answer for him all game long.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for a gap. It's Pena. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
Now on 2nd down, they want to keep moving forward and keep that clock churning. Looking to fire. Firing to the right, complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. They'll try the right side. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
And there's nothing more demoralizing for a defense than when you're losing, you know they're going to run the football, they're trying to run the clock, and you can't stop them. They've got to be more aggressive, bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. They got to stop this ground game and get the ball back.
The Gamecocks will line it up on 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They are getting deep into the playbook. 11th play of the drive. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw. It's Vaughn. It's complete to the right. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
I love the play call offensively because you've got the lead. You know the defense is expecting you to run the football, and you just did it the previous play. So on that 3rd down, you dial up the play action to keep the chains moving.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. And the Gamecocks didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
They go to the ground. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. To throw, it's Vaughn. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Snaps it in the shotgun. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the 1st down. Now on first and 10 from the 26. Quarterback keeper. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Back to pass on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Aben. They'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
The Ducks have it with a first and 10. To the air on first down. Here's a heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and to hit that time help force the incompletion.
Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. At this juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to win. The sense of urgency is just off the charts.
Motion from the wideout. To the air on second down. Pocket breaking down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's McKenzie. The chains will move, and they'll have first and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The quarterback may change this route. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the catch. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
They'll go to the air on second and short. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to get it through the air. And they can't complete the bullet pass on third down.
On that third down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on fourth.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Hauls it in, the first down and more. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Oregon. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And that sure feels like too little, too late. This offense, they needed to score and execute faster, but there's not enough time to me, man. This feels like this one's over.
And the extra point is good, but that's just a little window dressing, and the game is over.